losing is really hard. Well, honestly, it just totally sucks. At least it's really hard for me, and I want to bet it probably is for you. I'm a really, really competitive person, and I like to win. I mean, don't we all like to win? But maybe I like to win a little bit more than others, and I want to win in all aspects of my life. But let's be really honest here. I have failed at tons of stuff in my life. I've failed at classes, well, I haven't really failed a class, but work and classes, things that I've done at jobs or jobs in general, friendships, relationships. You know, I've made mistakes. Things haven't always gone my way. All the time I'm dealing with things that don't go my way and don't work out the way that I want it to, and I'm not always winning or getting the things that I want to, and I feel like it's really hard. I don't have everything in life that I want right now, and I say that there's very few people who do, but what I think is the biggest challenge in failing is to keep trying. And that's really, really, really hard, because I don't know how many times I've wanted to like stop at whatever. For example, YouTube, I first started this maybe a couple years ago, and when I used to upload, I would just do like one video, or maybe I would get like really excited and do a couple videos, and then I would like disappear and not do any for a while, and then I would start doing more. Because I guess I compared myself to all the people who are really, really popular on here, which I'm nowhere near even now, but I would get upset like if people wouldn't watch the video. I was like, you know what, I think I should just stop this because no one likes my videos or no one likes me, and I need to not, this is not for me. But something kept calling me back to YouTube like over and over and over, and maybe that's a story for another video, but one day I just decided I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to keep doing it, and it doesn't matter to me if one person's watching or no people or 30 people or whatever, because I really, 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 really love this. And I think that's what's important when you're trying to achieve things in life and win in life. If you're not really into it, then you shouldn't be that upset that it's not working for you, because maybe it's not for you. But if it's something that you really want to do, you've got to do it because you love it, and not because when you do it you get immediate success or immediate praise or whatever. So that's kind of the attitude I've taken toward doing this, and I've met so many cool people, and it's totally been worthwhile. I'm not rich from YouTube, I'm not a celebrity, and that's not why I'm here though. If that's why I was here, then I shouldn't be doing this at all. But back to failing and back to not giving up. It's not just YouTube in my life where I feel like I don't want to do this or whatever, I should give up. That's kind of my default answer for things. When things aren't going my way, I'm like, I'm gonna quit. And by going my way, I don't mean that like in a snobby way, but I just mean it in like, if I try something new, let's say that, well, running, for example, I used to hate running so much, but I've always been a pretty active person, and I always went to the gym and did like the treadmill and stuff, but I would just do a really fast walk. But a friend got me into running probably like 5 years ago, and I would go along with him, and I would just hate every second of it, and I would like try to stop and sit down, and I'm like, I'm quitting, I don't want to do this. Well, now I run 3 miles like probably 5 times a week, and I love it, and it makes me feel weird if I can't fit that into my schedule. So I guess the message for myself and maybe for you is that things take time, and I have to remind myself of this all the time, but you're not going to become like an NBA athlete tomorrow, you know, if you just start today. You're not going to become YouTube famous tomorrow if you start today, or whatever it is you're working on. Maybe it's a really small goal like getting an A in geometry or something, you know. It doesn't happen super fast, and you know what? There's a gamble there that it may never happen. Something that you really want to work out and really are passionate about and really love might not work, but then you got to find something else. You can't just quit. You can't give up on life. You got to get up tomorrow. You got to start all over again. Seriously, every day is a new day, and there's days like that I've had recently where I'm just like, there's certain things that I want to give up on or whatever, and I don't know what to do, and it's like so upsetting. And then I'm just like, you know what, I have to just get up and show up and go out and, you know, put a smile on my face and try. I can't sit down and cry about it all the time, you know. I just have to keep trying. I'm being just completely, totally honest. I hope this helps some of you here, but I know it helps me when I hear that. And sometimes I just like to get on Instagram or Tumblr or whatever and look at motivational things, or watch. There's a lot of motivational videos on YouTube, and I will link one down below for you that's very motivational about kind of success in life. and it's called Famous Failures, and it's about people who we know. Some of them are no longer alive, but they are mega successful. But you would be amazed, if you didn't already know, at the difficulties they had to go through, at the times they were told they couldn't do something, that they were terrible at something, at the times that they failed and they didn't give up. And some of them did not get successful until they were like in their 60s, okay? So it doesn't really matter how old you are. It's not an excuse to quit and to stop trying, whether it's for little things or big things or whatever. And I just hope that that's a message that maybe some of you who clicked on this video needed to hear today. And honestly, I want to go back and watch this video myself, you know, throughout my life, maybe in the next few years, because I always need to be reminded of it, because I feel like it's hard. And if it's not hard for you, then that's awesome. But it's hard for me when things go wrong or things don't work out how I want them to. It's hard for me to pick myself back up and try again or try something new. Because that's, sometimes you have to try something new, something that if you worked at something over and over and over and over and over, and it doesn't feel right or whatever, maybe it's time to try something new. But then other times, you know in your heart, like for me, like YouTube speaks to me so much. Like I don't know why I was supposed to do this, but I feel like there's no doubt in my mind that I'm supposed to be here talking to you. So I'm going to keep doing it. Okay? And I don't know what we're doing or where we're going, but I know I love it. I don't know if it's going to lead me to something or what, but I know it's leading me to you right now. So that has to mean something, you know? So my advice is just keep on keeping on, you know? Don't ever let things get you down, no matter what it is, even if it's the worst thing ever, if you think it's the worst thing ever, because usually things get better. They usually do, but you have to give them time, and you have to keep working at stuff, and you have to not quit. That's my advice for you today, and that's my advice for myself, because I definitely need that motivation all the time. So thank you for watching this episode of Kellie TV. If you like these types of videos, because this is something totally new for me to do, but I'm just speaking to you from my heart. But if you like this, thumbs up, and I will continue to do more. And if there's certain topics that you would like to hear my thoughts about or my experience with, then leave those down below, because I'd love to hear your suggestions. So I will see you next time. Bye, guys.